Man, I don't know what the fuck going on, bruh. This shit crazy. How they just gonna fuck my shit up while nigga in the middle of my shit cooking, bro? What the fuck? That's crazy. Yo, hey, Eclectic Agitator, do they still have me live on the other shit? Bro, what the fuck? This shit crazy, bro. Hey, is the other live still up? Y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Bro, what the fuck? That shit ain't never happened before, bro. What the hell going on, dog? Bro, it's somebody, hey, it's somebody hating like that nigga out belly, bro. Somebody done dropped a dime on me, bro. That shit crazy, dog. What the fuck? Man, how they just gonna cut a nigga live like that in the middle? Bro, I don't even know what the fuck going on. That's crazy. Man, I apologize, y'all. Man, that's crazy, bro. I was responding to somebody's super chat, man, and I know somebody else had dropped a super chat in there as well. I wanna respond to y'all shit, man. I don't know if y'all seen the questions. I think it was like 2 or 3 questions that was in there, and I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Bruh, that's crazy, dog. Hey, shout out to Big Tex 33 in the building, man. Bro, what was the last thing that I was talking about, bro? That shit just ran me hot, dog. I don't like that shit, bro. Bro, what the fuck? How they just gonna fuck up my live like that, bro? Hey, salute to you, Armando Ramirez. I appreciate it, man. Dog, that's crazy. I forgot what the hell I was, bro. I was cooking. Dog, that shit remind me of like sometimes I'll be recording a video, bro, like going crazy, like in my bag. And then I look at the bitch and that motherfucker wasn't even recording. Dog, and I gotta do the whole shit over. Dog, that shit just hurt my soul, bro. We was going crazy. Say Lil Nate telling you, say Lil Nate, bro, telling you, you think Lil Nate done got me shut down on the live? Say, real talk, a lot of people looking for Spence to fall. Bro, that's fucked up, man. Okay, there we go. Salute to my brother Pancho Esparza in the super chat, bro. Getting me back on where I was talking about, bro. Getting us back on the right page, bro. He say, if Danny Garcia, he said if Danny becomes a gatekeeper, he's gonna be a dangerous gatekeeper, big time. That was my other super chat. Thank you, brother, for coming through again, man. Look, for the last, cause I seen like 2 or 3 people in there. For the people that put a super chat in there, bro, I apologize. I was right on the list, going down, making sure I'm hitting everybody, man. And we was cooking, dog, and that shit cut off. I don't know what the fuck went down, man. I apologize to y'all. But look, but going back to what I was saying with Danny Garcia, though, like, that's where he gonna end up. You know what I'm saying? That's where he gonna end up if he loses this fight. But let's talk about, you know, if Earl Spence lose. This fight is not only a huge fight just because of the opportunity for Danny Garcia, but also for Earl Spence. Earl Spence know that everything is on the line in this fight. He said that this is not the biggest fight of his career. It was the Kell Brook fight. But truthfully, I feel like Earl Spence understands that this is the biggest fight of his career. And it ain't because Danny Garcia is the best fighter that he ever fought, but he understands like what's on the line in this fight. He know that he got to show everybody like, look, I'm still the same Earl Spence. If not, I'm better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not only the same Earl Spence. I'm not only still the same ferocious and, you know, highly skilled, highly intelligent, extremely powerful fighter, but I'm better. I'm more calculated. I'm smarter. I'm in the best shape of my career now. You know what I'm saying? So he know he got to go out there and show that. He know that if he was to lose this fight, you're going to lose the IBF and the WBC championships. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose your unified welterweight crown. You're going to lose your pay-per-view star status. You're going to lose your pound-for-pound status. You don't want to lose in front of your hometown. It's a lot on the line in this fight. You know, so it ain't just, you know, with Danny Garcia having a lot on the line. Errol Spence Jr. got the most on the line. But the thing is with Errol Spence Jr., he done been in this position before. Remember when I posted that shit about Danny Garcia being extremely dangerous, because Errol Spence is the number one ranked college football team in the country. If y'all follow college football, you know when you got that number one spot, it's like shit. You can't let that hoe go. You know what I'm saying? Like any small little chink in your armor, you can drop down in the ranks. You might not be able to get in the championship game at the end of the season. You might not be able to get in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So every time you facing somebody, you going to see the best competition. You can be facing an unranked team. You going to see the best competition. Every time they going to give you their best shot because you the number one. You on top. That's how it is with Errol Spence. Every time he fight anybody, even if he would have came in and fought a tune-up, somebody that really wasn't, you know, on this level of a Danny Garcia, of a Keith Thurman, of a Sean Porter, he would have got the best that they ever had. He would have fought the best version of that fighter for that night. You know what I'm saying? So Errol Spence used to being in this situation where he got a lot on the line. But now this shit just raising to another level because I told y'all this is going to be the biggest pay-per-view he ever did, numbers-wise. You know what I'm saying? And you fighting in Cowboy Stadium again, huge venue. Even though the capacity is going to be down because of COVID, it's still 25,000 people, 20 to 25,000 people. And the fact that you fighting in Jerry World, that shit take you to a whole nother level. You got the keys to Jerry's. You know what I'm saying? See, the Cowboys ain't doing shit this year. This the biggest thing that I never went down in the Cowboy Stadium this whole year. Cowboys ain't been about shit. This the biggest thing that's been going on in the Cowboy Stadium this year. You know what I'm saying? This big business. You know what I'm saying? So, but this ain't the first time. Salute the Galvatron in the building. I appreciate you for coming through. This ain't the first time Errol Spence been in a situation where everything on the line. You know, and that's why I believe he gonna rise to the occasion. You dig what I'm saying? Let me see. Shout out to the brother Lawrence RBE in the super chat. Appreciate you for coming through, my brother. He say, contender, you going to the LDBC event and the fight. I'm looking for Earl in the 8th, and I'm glad that he is back with Blu-ray. I assume Earl has a rematch clause. I'm not gonna be at the event, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some other things going on tomorrow. You feel me? But hey, shout out to everybody that's coming to the city. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all have a wonderful time and be safe out here. Enjoy y'allself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do a little fight event at the crib with the fam. You know what I'm saying? You know, pops, moms, little bro, little shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We going to, you know what I mean, kick it, turn up, have a good time, watch the fight. You know, we're going to do our thing, man. But, yeah, man, I can see Earl getting a TKO victory in this fight. You know what I'm saying? I can see him slowly but surely breaking Danny Garcia down. You know? I think Errol Spence in this fight, this shit, I think he should come out early on. But also, I want to get back to what I was initially asking at the beginning of the other live. You know what I'm saying? Before they cut a motherfucker off. I want to ask y'all, how do y'all think Danny Garcia going to approach this fight? Because now I'm getting into what I think Earl going to do. You know, I think Earl should come out and box for the first 6 rounds, similar to how he fought Mikey Garcia. And then I'm going to say after round 6 or towards round 6, round 7, that's when he should start coming forward, you know what I'm saying, and slowly but surely breaking Danny Garcia down. But the first 6 rounds, to be honest with you, I think he should be patient. You know what I'm saying? Don't take too many risks. Be patient. You know, establish the distance. Let him know that we going to fight at the pace and the distance that I want to fight at. And then I'm going to say round 6, round 7, that's when you're going to see Earl really start to come forward you know, keep stabbing that jab to the body, and then you're going to really see him get on the inside. I was watching the Robert Guerrero and Danny Garcia fight earlier, you know what I'm saying? And I was saying, I had to send a video to my boy. I'm like, Robert Guerrero was getting some crazy positioning on Danny Garcia. You know, he was Danny Garcia was allowing him to get, you know, foot positioning to where he can get body shots off, you know, can get the jab like Robert Guerrero. He was getting the perfect position, the same positioning that I believe Earl gonna try to get on Danny. He was getting that same position, and he not Earl Spence though. He wasn't able to capitalize like I believe Earl gonna be able to capitalize. But Danny, it depends on how Danny fight too, because Danny was trying to box Robert Guerrero off the back foot, like he was floored and shit. He was doing a shoulder roll and everything. If he fight Earl like that, this shit gonna be over. But I want to ask y'all though, how do y'all see Danny Garcia fighting this fight? How do y'all see him? Let me ask y'all this. How y'all see Danny Garcia coming out in the first round? Do y'all think he gonna be patient, box off the back foot? Do you think he gonna do something uncharacteristic and come forward aggressively? What y'all think he gonna do? Shout out to my brother Puncho Esparza back in the super chat. Salute to you, my brother. He say, are you gonna drink tomorrow? Because I'm definitely drinking alcohol. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pour up me a player passion. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pour me up a little player passion. Might put a little bit of that hen mixed with that Grand Marnier. You know what I'm talking about? Put a little splash of pineapple in there. You feel me? I'm gonna definitely pour me up a player passion or two. For sure. How y'all think he gonna fight though? Matthew Valentine say, never seen Danny come forward. He would do the same old thing. Okay. Danny will be patient. He know EJ can hurt him as well. I can see that too. Very, very aggressive come forward. Okay. I don't think he'll be that different. That might be just Angel and them talking. Let me see what my boy Big Tex 33, he say, honestly, I think if Earl win, his next fight will be Canelo at 160. Damn. If that go down, bruh, man, that'll be some legendary shit. That'll be some legendary shit, man. That'll be some legendary shit. Say shit, Danny gonna come fight like he always fight. He gonna try to counterpunch and hope he can catch Earl with something big. You know what? I talked about this a while back. It was just a theory. Not even a theory, but an example of something that happened in the past with Chris Algieri and Amir Khan. Now, even though that was on a smaller scale, I think it's something that's possible. You know, go back to Amir Khan and Chris Algieri when Chris Algieri out of nowhere, he came into that fight walking Amir Khan down, coming forward. Now, he lost that fight in a very, very close fight. But that was something like, you really don't see fighters change overnight like that. And that was one of the rare times that I seen that. What if Danny Garcia comes in this fight and presses forward on Earl Spence like a madman, just coming there throwing all type of wild haymakers and shit, trying to land something big? Do y'all think that that's possible? Do y'all think that that's, you know, something that's likely to happen for Danny Garcia to come in there just throwing crazy ass shots, trying to hit Earl with something early to get him out balance, or, you know, try to make Earl second guess himself or anything like that? Or do y'all think he just gonna do the same old same shit? Derek Lincoln said, and you just said that, bro. You said that, you know, he gonna come in that bitch aggressive. I think it's possible. But I don't know how effective he'll be fighting like that. Because in my personal opinion, I don't believe Danny Garcia is very comfortable at being an aggressive come forward fighter. I don't think he's comfortable being first. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't really have a lot of success trying to walk down Lamont Peterson in the first fight. Even though, and I'm talking about early in those rounds, even though the judges gave him you know, a lot of those rounds, and that was pretty much due to the inactivity of Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson really wasn't like throwing anything significant. He was doing too much moving, but he couldn't cut the ring off on Lamont Peterson, you know? And he, like Matthew Valentine just said, he gonna need a jab to do that. And he don't really use the jab like that, you know? But will this be a situation where overnight Danny Garcia finds a jab? He pulled that bitch, you know what I'm saying? He looking in the trunk like, oh, there you go. I've been looking for this. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden he finds a jab, you know? I think that the first few rounds are going to be very, very interesting. And I'm going to tell you, depending on how Danny approaches these first few rounds, that's going to tell me how the fight going to go. Because if he sit on the back foot and think he going to bite like he did versus Robert Guerrero, which, you know, against Ivan Redcatch, who was a southpaw, you know, he kind of, Redcatch was coming forward. You know, Danny, it was a little bit of half and half in that fight. Danny boxed on the back foot, and then there were spots where he came forward. But before that, the last southpaw that he fought before this last fight with Ivan Redcatch was Robert Guerrero. And he was like fighting like he was fluid in that bitch, or trying to, using the shoulder roll, boxing off the back foot. But he was allowing Guerrero to get too good of positioning on him. If, you know, whereas if Earl Spence got that same positioning, he gonna get fucked up early in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is with Danny, though he can box off the back foot, I don't think he's very comfortable doing that for an extended period of time, especially not against somebody like Earl Spence, who cut the ring off exceptionally well. And I also don't see him being very, very, you know, effective coming forward with, you know, a lot of aggression and pressure. So it's gonna be real interesting to see how he approached this fight. Salute to the brother Jay Harris, Too Real, back in the super chat. Thank you, my brother, for coming through and showing love, man. I know you had posted one on the last live, and I probably missed it, man. But I appreciate you for coming back. He said, I think Danny Garcia is going to be more aggressive, but his style won't allow him to sustain it for 12 rounds. EJ just might stop him. For real. For real, like if he come forward, and that's the thing, I'm glad you said that, as far as him not being able to sustain that for 12 rounds. We've seen Danny Garcia have a stamina issue. We've seen that in fights. We've seen it in the Mauricio Herrera fight. We've seen it in the Lamont Peterson fight. So what if he come in there early, guns a-blazing, trying to hurt Earl, and then Earl find out like, oh, I can take his shots. Oh, you know, he put the high guard up, like Coach Barry Hunter say, you know, hold the phone. You know, he put the high guard up and he let those punches touch that high guard, and he like, okay, you know, I feel the power. It ain't crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? What if Earl feel that power a little bit? He like, this ain't really shit. You feel me? Like I can take this. And then now Danny, you done spent, you know, the first 3 or 4 rounds coming forward. You ain't gonna have energy like that in the 8th, 9th, and the 10th round. And you know Earl gonna get stronger as the fight go. And to be honest with you, he's in the best shape that I ever seen. I think this is a 15-round Earl Spence that we got in this fight. Like, this is a guy that could fight and sustain his attack for 15 rounds. That's the type of Earl Spence I believe is approaching this fight on tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So if Danny Garcia show any type of, you know, issues with stamina, if he punches himself out early, I think it's going to be a stoppage. Stamina and Danny Garcia work rate and his approach to the fight in the early rounds, that's going to be very pivotal in whether or not Earl Spence stopped Danny Garcia in this fight. So I'm interested to see what those first few rounds going to look like. Salute to the brother D. Luckett back in the super chat. He say he need to be more aggressive. Trust the chin a little more. Okay. And you know what? Even though I'm saying that I don't think that he will be effective, because truthfully, I really don't know, because we haven't really seen Danny Garcia fight like that. You know, like I said, going back to the Amir Khan and Chris Algieri reference, I like to use that reference a lot because that's one of the rare times where we seen a fighter completely change their whole style overnight and do some